After a 5-month battle with their GP and insisting something was wrong, Matthew and Natalie's 3-year-old son Morgan was diagnosed with stage 4 adrenocortical carcinoma, a rare and vicious cancer that none at the hospital had ever seen before. Adding to their heartbreak, Morgan was also found to have Li-Fraumeni syndrome, a cruel genetic disorder that made his fight all the more harrowing. Their world had changed forever.
When Morgan was in treatment, we kind of set on the pathway of a very long treatment plan. We were prepared for 6 rounds of chemo, and scans in between that showed cancer had spread to his lungs. So that was increased to 8 rounds of chemo and another surgery in London, in Great Ormond Street.
Morgan had to undergo 2 surgeries, which had a 10% survival rate, one in December to remove the tumour and one in May to remove secondaries in his lungs.
I was at work and Natalie run me in tears who said, "It's not working." I said, "What do you mean?"
On the 16th of June, Morgan had an ultrasound to see how far the cancer had advanced. This is when they found out the devastating news that Morgan's cancer was terminal.
She said, "You need to start making memories with him now," and it harked back to the other oncologists saying appreciate him while he's here.
In the coming weeks, Morgan's family, along with the community, would come together to make the time Morgan had left as special as possible. Matthew had always wanted Morgan to experience flying, and with the help from Dreams and Wishes, this was made possible.
He went in a plane with Natalie, himself and the pilot, and we put his car seat in the plane, and he went flying.
T. Haven contacted Morgan's family, where they were told they think it's time Morgan goes to T. Haven.
And I can remember driving up in my car. Morgan was in the back, and we drove past McDonald's on the way to T. Haven. And they said, "Morgan, do you want a Donald's?" And he just shook his head. He didn't say anything. He was unresponsive. He was quite withdrawn from himself. And I said, "What would you like?" And one of his last sentences he said was, "I want to go back up in the sky with Mummy," talking about the plane. And yeah, we knew at that point that we had made the right decision for him to go in that place, because that was one of his last memories.
Sadly, Morgan lost his fight in June last year. The Ridlers have now created a charity in Morgan's memory called Morgan's Army. They are on a mission to raise awareness of children's cancer, as well as provide support to families who need it most. Natalie has raised over £40,000 for 3 charities: Noah's Ark Children's Hospital, Ronald McDonald Hotel and Latch, and she plans to continue with her fundraising.
Morgan's Army wants to make sure we're there for families in every stage, whether it's diagnosis, treatment, survivorship or bereavement. Morgan's Army makes sure that no one fights alone.